Awesome. So I was looking into Amazon, the algorithm of Amazon a little bit more. And there is something fantastic when Amazon helps every author to sell more books. It's basically in some point, Amazon takes over and then it suggests you to other readers. So, and this is usually when we have like constant sales for over 5 days. And the sales ranking should go up. And then at this point, Amazon takes over, and then he suggested the books to other readers. Like this reader also reads this, and you know this recommendation, how Amazon works. Like, and the benefits we have, like we have the Cain and Abel book exclusive in Amazon. So the benefits with this is we have every 3 months like 5 free marketing days, or we can choose like a Amazon Kindle countdown, which is like 7 days, and then it offers the book a little bit cheaper. And this helps usually to get the ranking up and have like this constant sales over the days. And if we do a good job and then Amazon takes over and actually do the promotion and the sales for us. So the challenging part is how we get like this constant sales in, right? And how we get use, or how we get the Amazon algorithm works for us. So there is a few things we can do. First of all, we can use the sales days, like the countdown deals and the 5 free Amazon days we have. And I'd suggest we have an open window right now. We have every 3 months an open window for this. And we can use a promotion day right now for Thanksgiving, starting Thanksgiving, then we have Black Friday, and then this whole week. And then promoting it as well in Instagram, that people are aware of it, and then, you know, pushing the sales and pushing the ranking. Yeah.
Okay.
Was this like how I explained it? Can you follow?
Yeah, I follow a little bit. So are you saying that every 3 months our Amazon exclusive opens up and we have to redo it again, or?
We do this automatically, but Amazon gives us in a time window of 3 months, like 5 marketing days for free, or a Kindle countdown deal, which is like 7 days of the countdown deal with Amazon. And we should use this. And I think when I uploaded the book, I put some 5 free Amazon days in for the first 3 months. And now the second window, second 3 months, so to speak, opened, and it's time to do a new deal to help getting the book sale done. And like I said, this helps great because over the Amazon algorithm is written like over like at least 5 days with constant sales. And Amazon sees, oh my God, this book is like, you know, a lot of people buying it, reading it, and then they're taking over. And when they're taking over, and Amazon did this with my book, it's like, it helps so much to get a lot of sales in, get new readers in, and so on. So it's like, we need to get over this threshold, so to speak.
Okay. Okay.
So another very awesome thing. So I did like an online course in self-publishing to refresh my memory and see like different strategies and so on. So it's very good. And the best strategy for authors is having multiple books, like not just having one book, because launching and marketing one book, it's super hard, especially when we like we do right now. We're starting from zero, we don't have an audience, we have to build it up, it's super hard. But if we have multiple books, which we do, then we can start like promoting and having book deals and so on. Like, for example, we have 3 books out there, and then we can like have a deal with Cain and Abel, like a little bit promotion with Eve and Adam part 1, and then releasing the new book, Eve and Adam part 2, and so on. So we can a little bit play with it. And we can use then different like book deal sites and book promotion site and so on. And it makes more sense having more books to offer, because then we can, you know, like put a discount on this book for a week or whatnot. And then when people love this book, they usually buy the other books. And as more products we have, as faster we sell, and then people can buy multiple books and so on. So it's we are really on the right track. And what was interesting in this online course, this author said, and which I read before as well in my German community of self-publisher, it's possible to make a 6-figure income with a book series. And you don't have to be like, you have to write a good book, right? But you don't have to be a bestseller to make a 6-figure. If you have an average like 10 books, it's very likely to make a 6-figure per month income with it. And I have like 5 at the moment. And I heard it from other authors, like 10 books are kind of the threshold of making like a 6-figure. But it's cost, you know, it takes a little bit of time, build up the audience, build up the email list, which we have to do. And then, you know, with every book launch, so to speak, it's like it's in higher ranking. We have more products to sell, and it's going to roll in.
Yeah, I get it. It's a process.
It's a process. And I was thinking, so right now we have 5 books, right? Like Cain and Abel, Eve and Adam, and God and Evil. How about you think about 5 more? Like we don't have to do it right now, but like, because I really feel like having this amazing collection of conscious Bible stories and doing it constantly really helps to build up a legacy for you, like really have some different products to offer, like, you know, and then just growing and doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something I've been thinking about. Enoch is the next story in the series. But the character of Enoch is quite intensive, because the Bible doesn't even really say much about Enoch. It just says he walked with God. So a lot of his stories that really show what kind of man Enoch was aren't in the actual Bible. So the research that I've been doing to learn about him is quite intensive, but I've also just been thinking about skipping ahead and kind of just skipping around, because I don't know. The truth is I don't know these stories very well, so I have to research them. You know,
Yeah.
I have to research them in order to break them apart and put them back together. At the moment, I'm doing so much with my work, and there's a lot going on, so I haven't really had so much creative time. I do every day a little bit of creative work in the morning, but I soon get bombarded with just messages and emails that I have to attend to. So I'm thinking that next year is going to be a little bit more open for me, and I'm going to be looking for a good space for me to just sit and focus on this sort of creative aspect, and working on bringing out more books. So for now, for at least the rest of the year, I want to just focus on bringing these books to life with the illustration and getting them published and growing our email list. I actually have a new idea for a new newsletter, which is these short, I wrote one the other day, just a rough draft, like these short breakdowns of these stories, maybe like 200, 300 words tops, where I just say the subtle programming behind the stories. And I just say, this is the subtle program, this is how the program works, 300 words, and then move on, just like and then move on to the next. And then I can do like a newsletter like this, where it doesn't take so much to express. I can kind of just put something out there just to have something of value, but it's still on track with the whole conscious Bible stories. not so much in the like what you were mentioning about the exercise for kids. That's all great and everything, but I'm not an expert in that field. I like writing about, you know, how these programs work. But again, I only have so many stories that I actually know well enough to break apart in that way, because it's actually, I was thinking about it the other day, it's quite complex of a process to break these stories apart in such a in the way that I do it. So I know that I have an ability to simplify things, but it actually takes quite the effort in order to get to that simplicity.
Absolutely. And you have to be in this creative space, like, and you can't push yourself in the space. The space has to be like, I don't know. So for me, I need to be rested. I need to be, you know, in a right energy and so on, because if I push it, it's like nothing good come out there.
Exactly.
Yeah. And we have time. I mean, if we realistically, like, publishing every 6 months a book and really preparing it, like really planning a decent launch, a book promotion, also include the others, really include it in Instagram, write a newsletter, send out the newsletter, and so on, like, get this foundation really rolling. And then we have like roughly every 6 months for a new release. So that gives you as well a lot of time to get new stories, really think them through, like, you know, rewrite them and so on, find this creative space. Yeah,
for sure.
And so, and I was also thinking about the newsletter. We need kind of a strategy for the newsletter, and a little bit for the website, because I'll share my, sorry, just. So we have basically two authors who also write like in a conscious children's books. This is one, like, what's her name? She is fond of conscious fiction, E.E. Bertram. It's actually my father's name, my father's first name. And yeah, and I mean, can you imagine like having 10 books and then also have like a nice website, and then really like this this gallery of different books and so on. And we need to a little bit adjust the website. Just the other is like, we know this already, like Conscious Stories. He writes his bedtime stories, and he has also like a great website. So in our website, it's still a little bit, there's not so much on it. And we have to think a little bit in a marketing way. So what is the reason of this website right now? It's to get people in for the newsletter, right? To build up the email list, because as more people we have, with every launch, it gets the sales and the launch gets easier, but we need to build up the audience and our newsletter list, our email list. And it's also really important because it can happen, and it's happened before, that Instagram blocks you. Like with one of my accounts, he blocked me because I was writing about some heavy German stuff. And then someone complained about me, and then Instagram blocked me. So my whole audience was gone. And this can happen. So this is, and for this is so important that we build up an email list, and then we have the data of our target group, and we not depend on a third party like Instagram. And if we need to think of, like, as a conscious parent. So I visit your website and I want to sign up for the newsletter, and I'm here on the website and I kind of don't see it. We say like, here, subscribe, but it's not super obviously for me to sign up. And then I scroll down, here's a lot of space. Here's the book, which is nice. Here's this feedback reviews, which is awesome. but I can't find where to sign up for the newsletter. And even if we send the link or clicking here on the newsletter, it's not super, I have to scroll down. And this can result into that we lose people to sign up because it's too much effort. It's like, I have to look where it is. And this is just an example of like a straightforward landing page just for the email. Like this guy, you know, we don't have here a distraction. There's nothing to click on. It's like this big button, get my free book. And then I get the free book and I sign up for the newsletter. And we need something that people really sign up. We need a big and a very good hook. And right now we tried it with what was it? How good a God looks like, right? A God is a woman, how she looks like. But yeah, it's not really working. It's not really growing, right? The email is. So we need to, the very first thing, the next step we need to do, which I suggest, is like focusing on the website and really the first thing people need to see is like signing up for the newsletter and give them a reason why. Like we need a good hook. And I was thinking, and we can do it some brainstorming, we do this exercise, like we're writing it a little bit down. Here's exercise, like I wrote down a question, how I can help my children to be conscious. And then we offer this exercise, and this is a great hook for conscious parents, because this is our target group, to sign up and like, oh yeah, I want to know how I can help my kids to be more conscious. And yeah, I don't know, what do you think about this?
Yeah, I like that. I was thinking something similar where, you know, just I think our first email, something is like, want to see what God looks like or something. To me, that's not so, it's not so, it doesn't make me very curious. I'm like, I haven't really thought about that. So I'm thinking, so yeah, I think that's a great idea to go with a more directed angle toward the parents, something like that.
Awesome.
I really like the writing I did for the Amazon, what's it called? The copywriting for the sale, like the sales copywriting, where it kind of, I don't remember the details of it, but I think some of that information where it's like, your child will learn this, kind of like, it's kind of just more attractive to me. I feel like it's pretty good.
Yeah, and I remember this is like, are you tired of our education system and so on? And right?
Yeah, exactly.
And here's the solution. And yeah, I like this very much too. And it's also, it's kind of represents you best, right? Like, and also the message you want to give with conscious Bible stories. Okay, I had another thought about the cover. It's like the new cover for Cain and Abel. It is a scene about where Cain chunked Abel unconscious, right?
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Go ahead.
So, and I just like try to bring myself in the shoes of conscious parents. And when I compare these two covers, the cover with the family, for me, it looks a little bit more appealing as like two brothers who choking themselves unconscious. But I thought this cover would be amazing for our hook. Like we can write like a mini ebook, like 2 or 3 pages with this exercise, like have a little bit, maybe even use what we write it a little bit like the Amazon sales text. Like, are you tired of, and here's like a solution, how you can help your kids to be conscious. And then using this cover as this mini ebook as a hook for the email, for the sign up process.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good to me.
What was your
do you suggest that we well, I was thinking of just the word choke, of removing it. and replacing it with the word make unconscious instead of choke unconscious just seems a little less aggressive.
Yeah,
That's
I
what.
agree. I agree.
And to your comment, so what did you think? So do you think we should change the current cover as it is? No.
I have so I research a lot of other children's books as well. And what's a little bit not super appealing to me is the font, like the color. It's like 3 different colors. Conscious Bible Stories, Cain and Abel is in yellow, and then J. Aedo, it's in black with a white shadow. And it could be more, it could be better. Because every other children book has like the same color. And I feel, yeah, we should change the color of the fonts, like putting it all in white, or at least like Conscious Bible Story and then Cain and Abel in the same color, and don't have this shadow on your name.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
If you want, I can.
Mhm. Yeah. Go ahead.
I can write the illustrator an email if you're full of work at the moment. I'm happy if you want me to.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna propose right now, is to open the dialogue with you and the illustrators so that we can just be on the same page about the little changes. They've been a little bit not unresponsive. They always respond to me, but they've been taking a long time to get back to me. And then with the Adam and Eve story, it's been such a delay with like just to get the page breaks started. The person in charge of the page breaks was just postponing, and eventually I told the illustrator to get somebody else, because we need to move forward. And this person has been putting it off for like weeks or more than months, like 2 months maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And so finally we got somebody to do the new page breaks. But also, honestly, I feel like I need to create some sort of accountability checklist or something, because things tend to slip my mind and I have so many emails. Usually my way of doing things is just unorganized, where I just scroll through my old emails and just see like what needs attention. But they're gotten so many, it's getting so deep now that I just need some sort of like action checklist, like what needs attention, what is pending, some sort of, that's where my head is at right now. I'm just thinking out loud.
Do you want to stay with the illustrator, or do you want to?
No, yeah, I want to stay with them. They're actually good. It's just the page breaks is like where they suggest, where they use somebody else, like a third party that breaks down the pages and what sort of illustration would be a good match for the words, which they didn't have to do for the Cain and Abel story. It was already done because I had already worked with it with that other first company. So that's the delay with them. So that's where we're at, but I still want to work with them. They're actually very good and responsive. So yeah, as soon as we get the page breaks figured out, we can move forward.
Sounds good, yeah. And I'm also happy to help, because I usually have a good overview where we are, and we can be German and pushy.
Yeah, I need some German.
I'm here. Perfect.
Okay, great. So I'll start the dialogue with them, and I'll include you in the emails, and I'll let them know to include you in the emails as well, so that we can continue pushing things forward.
Perfect. Sounds very good. So first things first. So like we need to build like an email funnel for the website, like at least this newsletter page. It needs to be more direct, like here's the reason you can sign up, here's your benefits, here you get your free goodie, and make it straightforward for our audience. But the very first thing we need to do is creating the hook. So I can do this. I can use it's actually my cousin, not my friend. She's a psychologist, and she helped me to get this exercise. So I can like write those down and, make like 1 or 2 page, like a little nice for as an hook. And then here, this you can do, and let maybe my cousin read over it because she's the expert. And then we have this hook ready for the email. And then we need also the email page ready, right? Like for the newsletter, a little bit more adjusted. And I can send you the link from this example from the book funnel. And another idea with like when we do the new upload for English, so changing the color of the fonts would be nice, and then including the new editing, like the editing was ready for the English version, and she found a few or like 2, I think, grammar mistakes, so we can like exchange this, and then exchange this one word you want to exchange, like in make, it's instead of choke, make.
Yeah. Yep.
And at the end of the book, it's just an idea. We can also include like a call to action to sign up for the email. And then like one last page. And then we make sure when we publish this one, once people sign up also for the email, because then they know when a new book is going to release and so on. And then we build up our email list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And for later, this would be nice if we have like at least 4 covers ready, or the books ready, or more the covers. We can also include in the back pages, like on one page, like 4 covers, and say, this is also the series, this is the different books and so on. But this still has time. It's just like for later. Then always have at the end of the book, like call to action to sign up for the newsletter. And then this is our collection, here are the different books and so on.
Oh, in the book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
So when we come out with the next books, we would always have to adjust the previous books.
I was thinking about this. Maybe we can do it once. Like we could work a little bit ahead and creating the covers for like all the Adam and Eve books, and then Forgotten Evil, and then with the next publication, if we have the cover already, we can place them in the book a little bit, even if it's not published.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I like that.
Yeah, and then we have to just upload it at once, and then Great. It's good.
Yeah, that's something we can open the dialogue with the illustrator as well to start working on the covers. That's a great idea.
Yeah, and about the German, it looks great. I also did a test upload. It's all great, but we don't have the cover yet. We still need the cover.
Which cover?
For the German version.
Oh, the German version. That's right.
Yeah.
So the German version I sent you is just the regular English cover.
There's no cover yet. There's no German cover yet. We just have the.
Oh, there's no cover?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so let's do that. Let's start the dialogue, because we're gonna make some small changes to the cover,
mm-hmm.
and then we'll get the changes made for the German version to the cover as well.
Yeah, and just be aware we can't do it. So this is Germany, it's a little bit different. So it's more like you have to do it once and then you can't change anything anymore. So when we once do the upload, the German upload, the next upload we just can do after 1 year. So we have to be like ready for the German upload. We can't do any change then anymore once it's uploaded.
Okay.
It's Germany.
Strict.
It's straightforward. You have to get
you get one chance.
Yeah, it's really.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Yeah, and the Spanish version, just to give you an update, I was searching a little bit for how we can publish them, and I found a self-publishing publisher but they didn't get back to me. So I have an idea what the best way is, because the Spanish market is a little bit different, but I need still time to research a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And since you bring that up, so regarding the German cover, what is Conscious Bible Stories? How does that translate to German? What does it say?
So I used Bibelgeschichten mit Köpfchen. And I was actually, so I have a friend, she has a translation company, and I was like going back and forth with her how to translate it the best, because conscious, in German, we don't have this conscious concept yet. It's a little bit different. It just means like in a medical sense. So translation it would be no sense. So I translated it a little bit cute. It's like biblical story with your head. And it sounds super weird in English, but it's like, use your head. Something like this. It rhymes a little bit in German. Yeah.
In Spanish it's actually the same. It's more of a medical conscious or unconscious. The better word in Spanish would be like alert. Would be the closest word. But now I'm thinking, since you bring it up, since you brought up the cover for the German version, are we changing the title to fit the language, right? It has to.
We have to, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we also have to think about in a serious way. Like it's a serious. So once we choose the title, we can't change it afterwards, because it has to be, because we're publishing already the book, and then we're setting everything up as in serious. So it's once we choose the translation, it's we need to stick with it.
Yep. And use it throughout the book as well.
Yeah. And something very fantastic I found out is, this is new, Amazon allows serious ads. So after we have like 4 or 5 books, we can make like a serious ads, and it's just allowed in the US and in Germany, which means we can like sell everything as in serious, like 5 books at once and so on, which is awesome.
Oh, okay, like a box set or something like that. Cool.
It's awesome, and it just works in the US and in Germany. It's the 2 biggest book market, so it's perfect for us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome. So I think I have everything. Yeah. Do you have something in your mind, or?
No, I brought up everything that I had in mind, the newsletter, the Spanish version. Yeah, we can start chipping away at the changes we just discussed. With also the changes for the website, I'll also include you with the web developer, just to tighten that up and change, like the subscribe to sign up for newsletter, or to make things more clear, more concise, remove the extra space, all these little things. We can just be on the same email with the same way with the illustrator, the same way with the developer, just so that we're on the same page about everything.
Awesome, sounds perfect. And I start writing, like going a little bit into the hook and try to write it and verbalize it, and then I send it to you later, and you say what you think and stuff.
Okay.
And, yeah. Awesome. And should we do the English upload like as soon as possible?
I think we should make those changes first to the cover, right? And why do you ask that question, as soon as possible?
No, because it's like so many things. Like we have to do the hook. Like I need to bring it in order in my head. I think the first step would be like writing the hook for the email, because we want to include this also in the last page of the upload.
Yeah, and also start working on the covers for the Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
That's actually, I should have thought of that a long time ago. That's actually one of the first ones that I should have done, but I didn't even think of it.
No, it's the perfect time.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah, Vika, if you can help me get the ball rolling on everything, I'll make sure to point everything in the right direction.
Perfect,
and
yeah.
and just make sure to take continuous action on all of these things. I mean, we've been talking for a while, but there aren't that many things. It's probably like five things.
Yeah.
So as soon as we get the ball rolling, we'll just continue following up until it gets done.
Sounds good. Sounds good. One last thing, Jay. I noticed, I think we're working 1 year together now, because the first, I think it was last year, November, when we had the first, when we talked about the title and had our little exercise in Unity.
Yeah, look at that. Look at how far we've come.
Wow. Huh? Never thought
Yeah.
this. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm very grateful to be working with you. I'm very excited still. It means a lot to have you on my team. I definitely wouldn't be where we are without you. So I'm looking forward to growing and continuing to expand and make this very profitable for the both of us. I think it's you know, I'm so grateful that you believe in me to stick with me this long, you know, and so I'm looking forward to being able to follow through and create value and continue creating value for you and the world.
Awesome. Yeah. Like, I mean, I couldn't say it better, really. And you know, it's funny, you're really my ideal client. And the other day I made like a ideal client map, and it's like, it's based on you.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. I'm honored.
Yeah, with a picture of Tim Ferry.
Awesome.
Yeah. Awesome, Jay. Yeah, thank you so much. It's really like looking forward to go even deeper into the self-publishing adventure, and I'm so certain like we're hitting it really, really big.
Yeah, absolutely. That publisher that I ran by you last week, remember? That you said you're familiar with them. So they have like this newsletter with videos, like a video series. So I've been watching these video series, and it's very, like, one of the first things he mentioned, I think, like on the second video, was like these things only work out for self-publishing like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years in. Like, it's not like a get rich quick scheme. And I've always known that.
Yeah, no. Yeah. No, never. It's like, so I hit the bestseller list with my first book, actually. I was really lucky, but it still was like after 1.5 years. And I wrote a book which like wasn't written before, so I really hit like a market and a niche. But it takes time for every book, and it's like a business, right? It's like you need to constantly doing it, and then just, you know, do it and grow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Awesome.
Awesome, Jay.
Thank
so
you.
Have a beautiful day.
You too. We'll talk soon.
Yeah. Bye-bye.